Okay, so for video 6, I want to talk about music videos because I know so many of you out there are talented musicians, and I want to give you some tips to help you kind of get the best possible videos that you can for yourself. Obviously, the easiest one that everyone already knows how to do is just to pick up your instrument and be playing right here in front of the camera. And it's beautiful, it's gorgeous. But maybe you want to do something a little bit more intricate, and I'm going to go back to my 2-camera setup that we talked about in video 4, where essentially if you set a main camera up as your main recording you with your guitar and such, it means that your second camera is free to be a creative camera. If you start recording both cameras at the same time and do a live session, you can keep your main camera on a tripod locked and set, and you can use your second camera to float and get creatives of the same moments, and then you can use the 2 shots together in post to create a beautiful moment. One that I did with my Uncle Keith. He wrote this really cool song and I really wanted to film it. I took a main camera and I just floated on a slider and I went back and forth, always keeping my camera on it. And my friend used a second camera to basically just kind of follow movements of my uncle singing. We had him audioed with the 2 cameras and it created a really beautiful music video, and I'm really proud of how it turned out. Also on the fly, I filmed my cousin doing the same thing. They announced they were about to sing a song. I was like, oh my gosh, I want to get this song. So I popped up a camera on a lock-off camera, one that I didn't touch. It was just a wide. It wasn't anything crazy, brilliant, or beautiful, but it was gonna get them in a wide shot. And then I took my second camera and I manually just free-handed it. I plugged in my audio to their microphone, so I was getting live audio. So it's 2 cameras simultaneously recording, and I managed to capture a really special moment. You want to always have your lock-off camera, and then a second camera ideally is just for creative, and it'll help you cut a stronger video. You can play with it, you can move that second camera while you're actually filming. If you are an artist and you have someone who can film you, maybe you can have the first camera locked off and they can float with the second. If you're by yourself and you don't have a second person as an option, you can always film your camera, film your song from front to back, and then try and get yourself some B-roll. From an audio perspective, audio is hard, especially depending on what kind of voice you have. Ideally, you have a microphone, but if you don't have a microphone and you're just creating art, just try to make sure that your background is as quiet as possible. I've used audio here before to pick it up. This is not perfect, this is not flawless, but it's creative and it'll still be a really good video for you to look back on. I challenge you to be creative. I challenge you to try a music video and see where that can take you.